day I wake up is another blessing. Thankful every second, getting God's protection. I lost connection in the desert, I had no reception. But in that time alone, I probably learned 1,000 lessons. I used my time for introspection and some self-reflection, and analyzed a couple ways to conquer my depression. Everything doesn't happen the way we plan it to, but if we harvest energy, then we can plan it too. So take a look in my eyes, that's where the story...
Alright, so I think this is about the drama about the stash. I think it's because of the gems or whatever. I don't know. I just put them in the stash. I don't care. Everybody's whining about gem tab, I guess. It'd be nice, but it's, I guess when I get further into endgame I'd care more, but
drama going around about the stash tabs. I'm going to let you know what the developer's response of that is, as well as my own personal opinion on this and my take on this, because people continue to ask me. Stash tabs have had an answer from the developers, both in what is going on and why we've only received one of these stash tabs. First, let's break down what the issue is. Season 1 is here, which means storage is even worse at the moment, because if you look, there's a whole bunch of cage starts. So by the time you get a few cage starts in your inventory, you get some gems, it takes up about half your inventory. These cage starts actually go into your standard inventory, and what you should be wanting in your standard inventory is basically your gear. So because of that, you are now having inventory issues even larger than what we had into the Eternal Realm. Well, as we all know, they added one additional stash tab into the last patch, or that's effectively what they're going to be add here. And we had a response as to why it's only one, because if you go to Twitter, it says great to see you guys took what the community said to heart, but why are we only getting one extra stash tab? What is the problem to add a load of them, or even unlimited? Also with the hearts added, that's another item to stack up. This is a very common message I'm seeing both in the live streams as well as YouTube comments. Like, what's the deal with only one stash tab? Well, this is Joseph. He was the gentleman on the far left during the campfire chat, and he actually responds to this issue with some details technical-wise. When we say they're expensive, what we mean is they create a lot of memory overhead. This is the interesting part. When you see another player in game, you load them and their entire stash filled with all their items.
Why? But why? Is that how the other get? I can't. What? Their stash? Why am I loading another person's entire stash?
Items. This is what teams are working.
Is that how it works? That's not how it works in WoW, is it? I'm not loading in with a whole nother person's freaking bank when I load in to the main city or something. I'm not loading everybody else's bank in, am I? Like, what is going on?
Working diligently to improve so we can have more ASAP. You scroll down and he continues that basically this isn't a storage concern, it's a performance concern. And then you can see Quinn.
Oh, is that why? Is that why? My when I was playing the beta that on my computer, that my memory was going crazy. That's why my memory was going crazy, and I bought it on the PS4 instead. Because for some reason you have it loaded in everybody's stash. That's nuts, bro.
Everyone's stash tabs. So I have very commonly been asked my opinion on this and how I feel about this once I see the response. And there are two things that I currently feel about this. And I'm going to break down my sort of nuanced approach to this. First and foremost, any communication from a dev, whether it is positive or negative, will always be appreciated by me, because sitting there in the dark, not knowing what's going on, for instance, not having stash tabs and barely getting one, you might think to yourself, maybe they're planning to monetize these. Maybe they don't consider it pay to win. They said there's never any pay to win, but they didn't say pay the convenience or anything. Maybe they're planning to sell these. This is a common point I've seen. So when they come out and say things like, hey, it's a performance concern is really what's going on, we know, okay, so it's not necessarily that they're trying to scoop monetization in, they just have some bad code or something related to the stash tab. Then there's the gamer side of me, that's the second part, that's the consumer. I paid for the game, And it is not my concern as to whether or not it is a development issue.
That part right there, son. That part right there.
Development issue is the developer's concern. So while this response will factually make me less annoyed because now I know what's going on, have some more empathy for the devs, and give them more time to fix the problem, which I'm sure is the response they are hoping for when they come out with a statement like this, I still feel exactly the same way that I did prior to the statement, which is it is still an issue in the game. We still need more stash tabs as soon as possible, and it is not my problem whether or not there is a coding side of that. It will give me more patience to fix the coding problem, but now I know the reason that doesn't fix it doesn't fix what the actual problem is. It just gives me a reason as to why the problem exists. So for me, I still feel, yes, it is still an issue. Yes, I am willing to be more patient, but now that I know what's going on, and I appreciate the communication, but we all paid for the game. This is a quality of life issue that, in my opinion, is fairly significant. It takes time away from playing the actual game in order to manage menus, and people don't like menu simulators. They're in Diablo to kill monsters, and because of that, inventory management is annoying. So for me, no, it doesn't change my opinion. We still need stash tabs. It's somebody else's problem to fix this. And as far as I'm concerned, I appreciate the transparency, but I have no idea. Now I'm still in the same boat. Now that I know this is here, I don't actually know when more stash tabs are coming, and we're still kind of twiddling our thumbs wondering. So that's sort of how I feel about the stash tab issue. That's their response to it. It is a performance memory related issue. Why we load all of the characters' stashes when we see them, I don't know. I'm not a coder. I'm a gamer, and I want to game, and stash tabs are still in the middle of me trying to play the game. That's about it, except for one other thing I want to mention. I'm still giving away the Starforge PC. You can follow me on Twitter and get a chance at winning this. You can see right here the requirements in order to enter for this. If you choose to participate in this, you have a chance.
He was talking about that he had something on Twitter. Dang, man. It's crazy.
I'm hiding out, wilding out, cooling down, collecting thoughts till I find my route. And if they catch me, they'll be finding out what I'm about. Until then, I'm riding out. I'm hiding out, wilding out, cooling down, collecting thoughts till I find my route. And if they catch me, they'll be finding out what I'm about. Until then, I'm riding out, riding out. Check it out. I'm a desperado, I'm living it in real life. What's next to follow? I hit the bottle.